Alright guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. So, as you heard, my phone's messaging and everything else, and I got people mad at me because I'm ignoring them because I'm not calling them. You guys realize that I'm out in the woods all the time. I'm constantly doing something. Between running YouTube, which is about 60 to 70 hours a week, I have to run all my operations for all my social media. I answer emails to about 4 in the morning every night. And I'm out here. I just got back from the Pathfinder school, and then within 4 to 5 days later, I was back out doing another survival outdoor video out in the woods. Why ain't you called? Why are you ignoring me? I'm in the woods trying to find the creek so I could go get drinking water. That's why I'm not picking up my phone. I'm actually in a survival situation where I've got to get water. So, give me a break. So, of course, part of the class, collection of water. Of course, I've got a Sawyer camp filter with me. We will be using those during our course, but I will be teaching primitive filtration for your water before boiling. But you know, some people are allergic to iodine, so I mean, I usually treat our waters with chemical treatments which has iodine in it, but we also need to make sure we have other options for other people. So we'll have the camp Sawyers and stuff like that at base camp so we can filter out water, because I actually know people that are allergic to iodine, and since my water chemical treatment is iodine because I trust it, we just have to have other options for other people. So right now, I gotta go get water, which is a part of the course. You gotta go collect water. So I don't ask people to do anything that I'm not already doing. All right, so I'm teaching you what I know and what I do. All right, let's get closer. Now guys, another thing you need to be looking out for when you're out here outdoors is animal signs. So what we have down here is scat. Unfortunately, the wateryness of it, I can't tell what's actually done this. Usually you can tell by the size and everything. Apparently, whatever it was sick. There's no tracks nearby. I do see that there's a lot of seeds in his diet. So I looked around. Yeah, he's been eating the seeds out of these things. And whatever it is, made him sick. He didn't process them either. And you can still see all the seeds. So, I don't think it's anything large. It's definitely going to be small. There's no fur or anything in there. So I don't think it's a coyote or anything. It could be a raccoon. Usually coyotes and foxes, you'll see pieces of fur and stuff like that. And usually they got more solidity in their scat. This here is probably a raccoon or something like that. All the seeds and everything. There's no dig marks around the ground or anything like that, which usually I can tell what something is around the scat by prints. No prints on this one, but it's just something you keep an eye open on. We do have coyotes out here. We do have bobcats. That's not bobcat. That's not coyote. We got foxes. We got deer. We got black bear. I haven't come across any black bear as of yet. I haven't even seen any scat or rubs or claws, you know, anything actually shown there in the area. But it has been recorded a black bear out here. So something we all keep an eye on. So it looks like the river is lowering today. Yesterday when I got here, we had a lot of rain the day before, and this tree right there, not the one laying a long ways, but this one right here, the water level, see all the debris, water level was all the way up to here. So I was actually having to use a stick and a string to drop my pot down to collect the water, so I wasn't getting right up in there. Looks like we got a landing now, so we're gonna go on down that way. Down here in Florida, guys, you want to be mindful of your trees. See all this debris? You got to look up in these things, guys, and make sure there's no snakes and stuff. Hey, check this out. I got driftwood up in the tree up there. Yeah, this stuff gets flooded down here. When it rains down here in Florida, it pours. And also, being in Florida, you've got to keep your eyes out for gator slides and stuff like that. A gator slide is the clearing, and usually you can see between the brush where gators are coming in and out of the area. They usually use the same area, entrance and exit, and they'll leave a belly slide. That tells you that you got something large usually hanging around, but I don't see anything here. All right, I'm gonna set the camera down. I gotta get some water. Thankfully, I can actually see in this water today. Yesterday was so nasty. When I scooped it in, I was having to use my Shimog to filter out everything before I actually put it in the bladder bag. It was just that nasty out. I can actually see the bottom out here. This red color, guys, is acorns and dead tree tannins that have built up. It's not going to harm you. I mean, it does affect my ulcers from time to time. But what we're going to do, I always treat my water with chemicals. I put it in this filter, then I'll treat it out. So usually I always filter out the water first with a Shimog or something like that to catch the major debris. This bank's giving way. Another thing to look out for. But we're just filling this one up. I'm going to chemically treat this water. That way we don't have to worry about any nasty stuff floating in there. As far as parasites, get my canteen out. I'm going to top this off. We'll filter this out back at camp. So, required items that you will need here at the course. You will need 2 canteens. This one here is a 1.2 quart. It doesn't have to be a 1.2. You can get a 1 quart. Make sure it's stainless steel. Doesn't matter about the cap if it's plastic or not. I haven't seen many metal caps anymore. When we go and do a water purification and stuff, we'll be taking the cap off. That bank is giving way, so I'm moving up a little higher, guys. I don't want to do a splashdown tonight. So 2 canteens and a cook pot. That is going to be a required item for this course. It makes it easier when you're trying to filter out water, have this set up. And plus, when we start cooking and everything, you're going to want a cook pot. With a canteen also comes with a nesting cup. Most of them do. Set that here. A nesting cup, guys. Let me pull this off. Nesting cup is this right here. Canteen nest is right there in it. So when you get a canteen, make sure it's got a nesting cup. Now they do sell the stainless water bottles with its own nesting cup. That's fine as long as it's up to a quart. You gotta have water out here. This is a little stove. I've shown this. You don't have to have this. I just like it. I actually don't even use it much. Usually I just put everything right in the coals anyway. So, nesting cup, 2 canteens, and a cook pot with a lid. My lid's back at camp. As far as the major filters and stuff like that, guys, we actually will be doing that at the camp. I'll make sure we have clean water. We are actually talking about even just trucking in some water with us on our camping trips. That way no one has to run into any issues with iodine and things like that. But to give it that authentic feel to the trip, I think we'll just be filtering it all out. I've been using Sawyer mini products for many years. Same with the chemical treatment tablets. I've been using them for many years. No adverse effects. Worked really well. So yeah, as you see, there's not much in a way of access to this river. I had to go out this time, find all the access points for everybody, so we know where, if you need to wash up or whatever, wash your pots, you got access to things. So yeah, it's been a great trip so far.